Okay.
Yeah, let's turn it around. Well, this guy's explaining it pretty good, isn't he?
So just put your name down if you're interested in taking Mike's course, which is a hands-on session. It won't be, we haven't decided on the date yet.
Yeah, we'll just see if there's people interested.
And then we'll get together. Same as Ron has done.
The hard part is finding a date suitable to everybody. Yeah. So anyways, I was going to say something came to mind when I was watching that video. Only one thing I would add to what they were saying is something I learned at work. Anytime you change a blade, I'm going to put the mic down to demonstrate this. First time you turn this on after you change the blade, automatic. Make it an automatic habit, on, off. Because then you're going to react real fast if there's anything going on. If there's nothing that sounds quiet, good, you go back to just on. But that very first time, because chances are we're all humans, we're going to forget something, maybe a loose bolt or a guard that's hitting the blade. That happens all the time if you haven't put the bolt on quite right. On top. Save your blade a little bit in case there is something rubbing on. It's a good habit to learn. Any questions?
You see how much it costs the blade for a machine like that?
$20. Yeah. Sounds about right, you know? Rob just got one tonight.
But we don't have an endless supply if anyone's thinking otherwise.
If you want to be real cheap, you buy the coils. This bandsaw blade's come in coil stock, and cut it yourself and weld it yourself. That's what we did at work.
Steel block guides.
Yeah.
Hardwood.
Yeah, that's okay. This one's that they're a synthetic material. It's called Cool Wax. But that other bandsaw on the back, I put hard maple guides in there. I'd rather sacrifice the guides a little bit than the wood. And just when they need refacing, just sand them a little bit and straighten them up. And that way, if they're not set quite right, it's not going to damage the blade.
We buy our blades from R&D in Brampton. If you break a blade on the weld, he will re-weld them for you, no charge.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Right.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can do some really good curves with a bandsaw. You just have to go at it from the side as opposed to going head on. And what you do is you build a bit of a flop down bench onto the side. It extends up to your side. You put in, you measure out right from the center, number of holes, you have pegs, and you put the wood in, and you can cut very big arches or circles, whatever the bandsaw, it does it a real trick.
Yeah.
But these blades are only designed for a certain diameter of a curve. If you try to cut something too tight, that blade is actually going to take the shape of that curve, and that blade is useless.
So I'm saying, like, if
It's a big piece, yeah.
If it's a big arch,
Yeah.
you want to use it, but you can do some really
Yep.
Around 6 inches, I would guess. Chad,
You want to tell people why we have two different bandsaws in the back? What the difference in the two different sizes of blades are?
Why do we?
Why do we?
because to tell you the truth, we were lucky enough that somebody donated the second bandsaw to us, but it's very handy because we keep a smaller blade on that saw. It's a 1/4-inch wide blade, which allows you to do a tighter radius, whereas this saw mostly gets used for roughing out bolt lengths. So it includes a lot of wet stringy wood and a lot of, well, and it has the good point.
And if one blade doesn't cut, the other one might.
Yeah. No, but this does see a lot of abuse with trying to turn bolt length on it. Andrew.
You're saying that there should be a sign on it? Indicating what's what?
Yeah, there should be a sign on it. gauge frame. Operating against equipment. Go ahead.
What's the most common failure for a bandsaw?
The blade.
Yeah, usually operator malfunction. Like, basically.
It's unadjusted, you have a lot of swing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they do create a lot of, they do vibrate and things will loosen up, so you start it up and you really doesn't sound quite right and shut it down and try to figure out what's wrong with it.
Yeah, just go through the thing, the checks the guy did in the first part. Check your guides,
Guys,
bottom and top. Check your the support guide.
Biggest problem I've had is the drifting. Going through there and
Right. Well,
I've been using a jade guide as well.
but that's what the second movie was about. Is the drift? There tends to be drift on these blades, and that's what the second guy was talking about.
Yes, I don't have a blade like he's
a
talking
lot
about.
depends on how short the blade is. If it's a low blade, then you have to think long and lower blades. Especially if guys are cutting full length. Then you go in this direction all the time, so they're probably wearing one side of the piece more than the other. Dave, Cecil.
You can get a
And
stone for taking the back end of it
Yeah.
and tapering it. I mean,
Generally-
it gives you a bit of a better.
When I change the blade, I do still try to swing the back of it. Got a small stone in my tool bag and fix it all the time.
Can you explain that? What do you mean by stone on the backside?
The back.
A small sharpening stone.
Take,
I'll start
Mike, just move
the
it
saw and
take a hone.
yeah, put the hole at about a 45-degree angle in there.
And the purpose of that would be what, Mike?
Just to take the sharp corner off the back of the blade. And make
It
it
actually
easier
lets
to-
you go to a raise easier.
Oh, okay.
When you're cutting bowl blanks, if you're going to turn this into a wig stand, it's certainly not necessary to cut this perfectly round. All you need to do is slice the corners off straight. You just go in and one straight cut. You don't have to twist that thing around, put it on the lathe and turn it around. So you guys that are spending all that time forcing that blade to make a perfectly round circle, you're wasting your time. Cut the corners straight. That's all you need. You can draw your circle, mind you, and just cut it square across, following that line.
Another, can I borrow that for a second? Another big factor is how flat your wood sits on there. This is pretty different. If you're trying to rough over a full length on a lot, you probably got lumps and bumps. You've got to be able to get it sitting on there with at least 3 points so that it doesn't rock. So,
or catching the track either.
yeah, if you've got a rock and then you can start turning, and then it'll tip on you, and that bends the blade, and a lot of times it'll break it. So do whatever you have to, whether you chisel someone off or take it back home and chainsaw someone off or whatever, just sort of sit flat on there.
Like just a couple of pointers on top of the height of the blade. That some guys don't know. Like
Well,
you
yeah.
leave too much of the blade, you're going to get
The
well.
guard, you're talking about the guides?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't cut like that. It was perfect the way it was, so, a quarter inch, less than a finger width. Is probably a good guide. You don't want your fingers go under there.
You want it so that your wood, just want to bounce your wood clear.
Yeah,
Right.
really quick.
Well, two things you want to do. One is it'll protect your fingers.
Yeah.
The other is that the guides will hold your blade straighter the closer you are together.
Mentioning that, there's a little trick that I learned. Test your blade to see how straight it is. Make a cut on a piece of wood. Take that slot and turn around the back of the blade. You spit it in the blade, and that blade, there's a gap in there.
Yeah, that's testing your...
Squareness to the squareness. Yeah.
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised at how well and how accurately it cut. Thank you, whoever worked on this.
It's like,
It works good. I mean, not great. We did some nice resawing last winter at one point on a project he was working on. And, we were quite impressed with how well it worked.
so Keith has a question.
There you are, way back there.
Well, you don't have to. You can turn that the way it is. It just makes it easier. Well, you could, sure. You can use a chop saw.
Now that we have the stand, it's much easier.
Yeah.
More question of safety, which is safer? Well, if you're talking about wet wood, that's going to clog up. That's a fairly fine tooth blade. That's going to clog up quite a bit. It's going to probably clog down the burn. This doesn't have as many teeth, and it'll handle wet stringy fibers a little better.
Because it's easier to use a bandsaw because then you've got a dust pickup and it'll pick up most of your dust.
Got
Using push sticks when you're using thin material? Do you not use a push stick on that at all when you're cutting something thin?
anytime my fingers get close to that blade, I look for something else to push with, right? The reason why the butcher industry uses these, they cut meat really well. Wayne, it's all right.
Is it true that when you're cutting, you're making like a design, and you need to back that, you don't back the blade over there, shut the machine off?
Right.
I don't know if that, I've heard, that's what I do, I shut it off and back it out.
Take the tension off.
It's a good practice.
That's not how I get firm you're doing.
No, but he's just talking, even if you just pull it back.
If you're talking about
You
if
could
you're
pull
talking about the release at the back.
No.
Oh, he's talking about doing a cut and then backing out.
Oh, yeah.
If it's just a straight cut, sometimes you can get away with it, yeah, if you're careful, but if you're twisting and if you're wood, you know how it's wood and moves, right? So sometimes you'll cut and wood will close up on the cut. So there's no way you're going to back
I
that
find
up.
it easier to shut the machine off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back it up and try to wood out.
Like from the first video, what do you recommend that our members do and don't do to these machines in terms of setup and everything else? Like, what do you feel is something that's allowable, let's say? If someone's cutting a piece of wood, can they adjust the tension? Can they do something else? Or do you just want them to focus on the height? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ideally, yeah, I would be able to get down here often enough that members shouldn't have to fuss with it too much, because I know some people would be comfortable doing adjustments and others wouldn't.
and that's kind of my point. So,
Yeah,
for the purpose of everyone here.
It depends on the individual. I know some guys that are down there all the time and are quite comfortable with them doing adjustments. Like Chad knows what he's doing. Cade,
But what I'm saying is there a need to adjust the tension, or is there a need to
not usually,
the
no, not on a
cracking?
day-to-day basis. No, if the tension's off, then there's something wrong, something else wrong.
But that's my point.
Yeah, and most people, if they find something wrong with the saw, they'll just leave it and give me a phone call.
So when there is an issue,
Call.
So we don't know what to do and don't do it.
Well, like that,
Yeah, that's right. If you don't know what to do, then nothing is the best for you.
shouldn't you technically take the tension off that machine every time you use it?
Technically speaking, yeah, but it's,
I don't know why you don't.
yeah, you're going to try to tighten it differently, and if it had the release lever still working, you could probably do that, but it's broken. Also on that first video, the most important point the guy makes right at the start of the video. Hold the plug, easy enough. Oh yeah, that's
Does that blade guard, should it be higher, or is it okay where it is? Like, it's not supported at the top there.
well, yeah, but that's okay. You're not doing anything.
Oh, no.
So basically, that's all it is. Before I forget, it's not bandsaw related, but safety related. Just wanted to mention something, we found down here last Tuesday night. Almost, someone, a new member had asked me to film something on the router. So I went over and pulled the router out and plugged it in. Guess what happened? The router started right up. Somebody had left it turned on and unplugged it. Please, turn it off. Like that power tool shouldn't come on just because you plug it in. It's dangerous. Any more questions?
Okay, thanks, Mike.